Hi, everyone. This is William from Montreal. If you're visiting my business page for the first time, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here to listen to this go live. I appreciate your time. I want to say that I am a business owner. Um, I've been doing this business for a while now, and I have seen benefits in this business, and that's why I'm putting my face out there to let people know that there is a legitimate business that people can do online. You can do it as a side hustle. You can do it full time, like my guests will be, uh, elaborating today, and also you can even do it while you sleep because the business is 24/7. It works for you. You don't work for the business. That's the good thing I like about this business. So, without further ado, let's bring in our guest for today. Hi, Alice.
Hi, good afternoon.
It's nice having you in this Go Live today. Thank you for being here with me today.
No, thank you for thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. Before we go on, can you just introduce yourself to our audience so they know who they're listening to?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon once again. My name is Alice. I'm originally from the Philippines. Now we migrated here in Canada 2011. So we are now here in Edmonton. So I'm a nurse by profession, but since we migrated, I didn't really go back to school. So at first, I work as a healthcare aide, but then I hurt my back. And then our circle of friends, when we arrived here, are all engineers. So they said like, why don't you just go to school and take up like AutoCAD, anything related to engineering? Because for
Yeah.
all of you who don't who's not familiar with Alberta, this is an oil and gas province.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
engineering that time was a really really good move if you want to have a career here. So that's what I did. I took up AutoCAD course, and that's how I landed my job as a document controller in an engineering company. So I worked there for 8 long years.
Wow.
Yeah, for 8 years. So it's a big shift. It's a big shift from from the medical field going
Yeah.
to the engineering field. But I never regretted it. Um, but then again, um, 2019 I had my maternity leave, and that's kind of like a when I go back to work in 2020, or supposed to go back to work in 2020,
Yeah.
they told me I don't have work to go back to. So so that's just
Yeah.
how everything started for me, and I'll tackle
Okay.
all of that one in a little bit.
Great. Great. That rolls into the first question, which is, what really happened? What's behind the story of you becoming an online business owner?
Yeah. So that being said, thank you again once again for the question. But I've been searching long before, even before my maternity leave. I started searching when my second born. I have 3 kids. So when my second born was diagnosed with a cyst in the head, it's called arachnoid cyst, and he had a surgery, and
Okay.
then he was diagnosed with autism as well. So
Oh,
that's when I realized, I needed to do something. I really have to find something that I can do as a side hustle.
yeah.
There's so many therapies, doctors visit, any hospital visit, anything.
Yeah.
There's so much going on just with him alone. So I was like, I really have to find something. But you know what? 3, 4 years ago, if I see something online, what comes to my mind first is it's a scam. I'm very, very skeptical. So even then, but still, I was still looking, and I'm still like, I'm looking and praying at the same time. But it took me
Yeah.
2.5 years after I had my maternity leave on my third baby that I really, really focused on looking for something, something that I can do online. what I have in mind is I don't want to go back to work. I have two little ones now, three kids with different needs, and especially I know I'm giving birth to my third baby, but our main concern really is our busy schedule when it comes to the doctor's appointment of our second born. So that's the story behind my online, why I started looking online.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not easy, in situations like that, going to a doctor's office and holding a full-time job.
Yes, because
I can
you know
really,
what? Yeah, when my baby was, I was just very lucky. My bosses are really, really, they're very forgiving with my busy schedule, especially during the 2 months when he was in the hospital for the surgery. It took two
yeah.
months because he had a infection, so they need to take it out. There's so
Oh,
much procedure, and it's a head surgery. So, and
yeah,
it's only
yeah.
16 months that time
Wow.
when he had a surgery. So they were very forgiving about my schedule. So I asked him if I can go to work at 9 o'clock and then leave at 2. And then, and instead of 8 to 4:30, that's my regular schedule. And they were very, very generous with the support,
Yeah.
even financially, they helped us too.
Nice, nice, nice. And that leads to the second question, which is why choose, this particular business? Why another kind of business?
You know what? Like I said, I've tried looking for something online, different kinds. So I try, and not I tried, but I look into drop shipping. I look into another online business. But you know what I like and what I don't like about other businesses. We're just not going to name names as to what it is, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I don't like about what I saw in the other platforms or other communities, that I need to pay a minimum of 300, even up to $1,000 per month just to keep
Wow.
my business running.
Wow.
And I didn't join, but I was just asking and this and that. But anyhow, that's one thing. And then some I needed to buy inventory,
Yeah.
and I don't
Yeah.
like that. What if I don't sell? What if
That's true.
there's so many, and then there's so much more. But what I love about this business, and not only like, but what I love and why I choose this particular business is, first and foremost, I don't need to sell anything.
Yes.
There's no selling involved. We don't need inventory. So
Yeah.
there's no quota. There's, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. It all depends on how you want to run your business,
Yeah.
and the massive community support. So
Yeah.
even if I'm stuck somewhere, and since we are assigned with the mentor, if my mentor is too busy, well, it's always it's we have our day-to-day life as well. So
That's true.
if,
That's true.
if my mentor is busy, I have the whole community to ask. And
That's true.
if I stay very late, someone will answer my question from the other part of the world who's wide awake. you
Yeah.
know our training is a step-by-step user-friendly training. It's video based, so
Yeah.
you can just go back, because now that I mentioned that one, it's one of the reasons why I hate some of other businesses, because their training is written. It's written, and I don't like it. I'm the type of person who, like, I want to see it.
Visual. Yeah.
And that's just like a few reasons why I like this platform. I
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
business.
It's awesome. Everything you've mentioned, those are the things I really looked out before,
Right.
getting into this business.
Mm-hmm.
What's especially the coaching, because
Yes.
I used to do kind of like an MLM, multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
And once you get into their program, hardly you get any support.
No.
In
Yes.
this
That's
business, everybody has a
Yeah.
coach and a mentor.
And a mentor. You know
Yeah.
what? Now that you mentioned MLM, I tried, but this was like way before. I tried pyramiding, a pyramiding
Yeah.
type of business.
Yeah.
And since I joined the business, and I was like, the business was already running for a few years. So obviously I'm kind of like on the bottom already. So there's nothing much really that you can do, and
Yeah.
so no, I failed on that one, obviously.
Yeah. Same here too. Same here too. I mean, there wasn't any support, and I just had to say, no, this is not for me.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Great. I come to the third question, which is in our business, is there any qualification to this business?
No, no, not really. You know what? My coach, when I joined the business, why I clicked onto her ad is because she said her ad says like this. She's 28 years old and was able to buy her second home in the city worth almost $1 million. And
Nice.
second home, imagine that, second home at
Yeah.
28. And she said she don't have any college degree. I'm not degrading anyone with the degree, because that's not the purpose of, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that if she can do it without even going to university, then how come I can't?
That's
I
true.
can do it
That's
too.
true. That's a very good
So,
motivation.
right, right,
Yeah.
because like and she said that, and it's not, I'm not even making it up, she said that in her ad, and that's, I think that's, she leveraged the fact that she didn't go to university but still was able
Yeah.
to succeed in the business. So see, like there you don't need to have a college degree or any degree. You don't need to have any business experience. You don't
Yeah.
even need to be a tech savvy to be successful in the business,
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Very, very true.
right?
Come to my fourth question. What would you advise someone who is trying to get into this business?
My first question would be, how big is your why?
Yes.
Because this business is not a get rich quick scheme.
Yes.
So you don't you don't make money the day after you join. You don't make money the month after you join. It takes time, it takes
Yeah.
effort, and it all depends on how much effort you put into your business.
Yeah.
Then that's the result you are going to see, right?
Yeah.
So my every time I'm asked like what advice, I don't really have any advice, but instead I always ask the question, how much change you want into your life.
Yes.
If you want to stay where you are right now, that's okay. If you're contented with what you have right now, that's fine. But for me, I want more. Not only on the financial aspect of my life as well, but also time. I
Yeah.
used to have no time with my kids, with my family. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I used to have no time with my kids. My husband used to work 3 jobs. I used to work 2.
Wow.
Yeah, just to make ends meet. But and I know for a fact that because even for me, when I started a business, I was very skeptical. And that's okay, and that's how it should be. You should be
Yeah.
skeptical in everything that you do. Otherwise, there's no excitement. There's no, so
Yeah.
no advice, but have this question for yourself: what is your why in joining the business, and how much change you want
Yeah.
for for everything that's
Yeah.
into your life right now.
That's a very good answer. But I want to ask you this question because a lot of people are in this kind of like situation. They're skeptical of getting
Yes.
into anything online. And even if the business is like gold in their eyes, they are still
Yes.
skeptical.
Oh
How
yeah.
did you go past being skeptical and today you're a successful online business owner? How did you go past it?
I honestly never get passed through being skeptical. I was still skeptical even when I clicked the next step
Step.
into
Yeah.
the business. But you know what? Like I said, I don't know. I don't know with you, but because not everyone is on the spiritual side.
Yeah.
I'm how say that one? Like, I'm a believer. I'm
Yeah.
a believer, and I was praying so hard to
Same
that.
here too.
Yeah, right. So I was praying so hard that if I can find that uh, the very thing that I've been looking for, please show it to me. And it took me 2.5 years, almost 3 years before I found it. And I was, like I said, I was skeptical 3 years before, but for some reason, something just pulled me. So, like I said, I never passed through being skeptical, but what I did was watch the complimentary webinar. The
Yeah.
complimentary webinar that we had in the business made me open my eyes of the possibility, and
Yeah.
open my eyes that this time it's everything, almost everything is going online. So
Definitely.
that alone is kind of like, okay, let's see what else, what's
Yeah.
next, what this business
Yeah.
is can offer. So I move on to the next step, and then I watch more videos, and that's what convinced me to become a business owner.
Nice. Nice. And that reminds me, today we're going to be having the free online
Yes,
workshop. Today's
yeah,
Tuesday.
it's
So
actually on right now.
yeah, so for those who would like to be part of this, business, you have our link in this
Yeah.
Go Live. Just get in touch with us.
Mm.
Find out what this business is all about, and we'll lead you to the right direction. You just need to enter in your name and your email address, and we're
Yeah,
going to be sending you emails to join the free online workshop. And it takes
exactly.
nothing from you. It's just 90 minutes of your time.
No, yeah, yeah,
Just watch it and make an educated decision for yourself. But if
exactly.
you decide that you want to become a business owner, you're not going to regret it.
No,
Yes.
and that's one thing that I never had regret. I never had regret. Instead, I was even thankful that I
Yeah.
found the business.
Yeah. Awesome. Great. And I come to my final question.
Ah, I like
Which
that.
country would you like to go?
I always wanted to go to visit the Eiffel Tower. I don't know, for some reason.
France.
Yeah,
Nice.
and also I wanted to go to Amsterdam. And I don't
Amsterdam.
know, it's
Okay.
just maybe the architectural part, the architectural buildings. That's what I want to see. But then again, it's too early. It's not too early, but it's too soon, especially after all this
Yeah. Yeah.
COVID and stuff.
COVID.
So
Yeah.
we are actually hoping by next year to go to the US, and
Nice.
some friends, or maybe
Awesome.
take the kids to Disneyland. It's
Mhm.
but yeah, that's the plan. But in my bucket list, it's the Eiffel Tower. So I wanted to go to France.
Awesome. I hope they give you the opportunity to go up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I can't wait.
That'll be nice.
But you know what? Even if it's just a picture, I'm good with it.
Great. Yeah, I tend to ask these questions because a lot of our viewers, they think that probably we are paid actors and all that. They don't believe that we
No.
are real people making
Yes.
getting real results.
Mhm.
We need to let them know that we are humans. We're not paid actors. We are
No.
just like regular people.
Please. I know
Yeah,
it's no, just
yeah,
kidding. But you know what? I know it's hard sometimes to believe somebody talking like this, and it's just a rehearsed kind of whatsoever. But you know what? Like Will said, if you give this webinar a chance, and see for yourself, it's not only me, it's not only Will, but more people in the business who already have succeed, who already succeed in their journey in this business. You can
yeah,
see more of them. You can see more of them if you tune in every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock. Six
yeah,
o'clock EST.
yeah, yeah. Great. Before I let you go, any final words for the viewers?
Yes. Well, not quite. I I know it's hard to I know it's hard to grasp the fact that it is now everything now is moving online, and with all that's happening in the world, COVID and all, people are people are starting to realize that we need to step out of our comfort zone and try something new. And maybe, just maybe, this is the business you never thought you were looking for. So you might be looking for something different, but give this business a chance. This might be the business you never thought you've been looking for. So hop in, and then don't be scared. It's okay to be skeptical. I've been there, and it worked for me. Thank you.
Perfect. Perfectly said. And with that, I want to say thank you for taking the time to be here with me.
No,
I know
thank
you're
you.
busy. I'm going to let you go, and I hope to catch up with you maybe 6 months, a year from now, to see how
Oh
things are
yeah,
going.
and see how we are
Yeah,
that
yeah.
time, right?
Great,
Okay,
great.
sounds
See
good.
you at the top then.
Meet you there.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Bye for now.
everyone. Have a good day.
You too. Yes, guys, that's my wonderful guest today. Yeah, it's normal, like she said, it's normal to be skeptical. Even myself, when I found this opportunity, at first, when I heard the testimonial of my who is now she's now my coach, I couldn't believe it. Until I joined the business, then I saw things for myself, and I said, okay, this is real. People are making a living out of this business. You know, people are living a good life out of this business. And I saw testimonials, I saw proof, even tax slip, from this business. As business owners, we do pay taxes, and I couldn't, say any other thing than to say, yeah, this business is real. So if you're looking to, be part of something greater than yourself, something that you can leave a legacy for your kids, grandkids, or you're looking for something you can do as a side hustle, like myself, I'm still doing the 9 to 5 job, and I'm doing this business as a side hustle. If you like to do the same, you can do this business because, like I said earlier on, this business works for you. It works 24/7. It works while you sleep. So why not join us and be part of something that you will be proud of, not just now, but in the future, because this business is not going anywhere. We're looking long term, not short term. So I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedule watching this go live. I appreciate you. And tomorrow we're going to have another guest. And I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. William signing out. Bye for now.